What's up, fish tank junkies? It's your boy Tony, aka Holds21, bringing you another video. But before I jump into tonight's video, do me a favor. If you already haven't done so, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell to be notified of my latest video. Y'all ready to talk fish? Me too. So what I want to talk to you guys tonight is about 5 fish that I don't care to keep in the hobby. 5 fish. I know everyone won't agree with the list. Some will, some won't. Differences make the world go round. So it's just me. Now, my list is not really talking about if you're a store owner or you sell for profit or something like that. I'm just talking about for pure pleasure. I do not care for the number 5 on my list is the shrimp. I don't really get it. To me, it's like little bugs in your aquarium, almost like a pest to me. But that's just me. Now, everybody don't have to agree with what I'm saying. I don't get it. And they cost too much for what you're getting. Little bitty bugs running around the bottom of your aquarium. I've seen some run 30 or 40 bucks. I went to one guy's house. He's had raised shrimp. I was buying some plants. He told me he had shrimp in there that cost $50. A little bitty quarter of an inch shrimp. 50 bones of my hard-earned money? I don't think so. No, like I said, I know you all won't agree with it because I know y'all love y'all shrimp out there. It just ain't for me. All right, let's move on. Let me look at my list here. My number 4 is the axolotl. They're cute. They breed for you. They have little babies. They're the cutest little things you want to see. But they're plain boring. They don't do anything. Very little moving. Just sit there and stare. That's not what I want in my aquarium. I like activity in my tank. If anybody knows, I like activity. Same way I don't like fish that hide and stuff like that. I didn't buy you to hide. I bought you so I can see you and enjoy you when I turn that light on and sit down and chill. I want to see my fish. So, number 4 is the axolotl. Number 3 on my list is the gulper catfish. No way, no how. You couldn't give me that fish to save your life. Why? Because to me, they need to be kept alone. And a lot of people don't. They try to pull it, and it eats everything in their tank. I'm not putting a fish in my aquarium to eat a $60 or $80 fish, and I know what it's capable of doing. It's one thing if you don't know, but since I do know, no way, no how. The gulper catfish is number 3 on my no way, no how list. Okay, let's move on. Number 2, the Chinese algae eater. Nope, can't give me one. Now, I've had them, I've owned them, but I'll never do it again. Why? Because they're pretty aggressive. People don't realize it. Yes, they suck on their glass, suck the algae off your tank, but if they can, they will get a hold of one of your fish and dig into it. And I ain't having it. If I can, I want the most peaceful fish that I can get. Although behind me, I do not. Oscars aren't that peaceful, but they're not that bad. They just don't attack, kill, and destroy everything you put in the tank. You know, if it's something small enough to go in his mouth, naturally it's going to eat it. They're going to eat it. That's just what it is. But they're not superly overly aggressive like some other fish that, you know, take the joy out of fish keeping as far as I'm concerned with all that killing. Okay? Now, this is the number 1. Actually, there's a tie for number 1 on my list. The number 1 fish I do not want to keep is the rhino pleco. You could not give me one of these. You couldn't pay me to take one from you. That's how much I don't like them. Why? Because they get really big. Again, Oscars get really big too. But they swim, they're full of activity. That doggone rhino catfish, pleco, which is in a catfish family, gets too big, is sloppy, and do they boo-boo a lot. They will mess up your tank. They destroy your tank. So those are my top 5. Now, my number 1 slash my number 1, I said I had 2, there was a tie. The rhino pleco / snails. I can't stand snails. Again, people love them. I think they're nothing but a pest in my aquarium. I don't like the way they look. I don't like to see those clutches of eggs. They're disgusting to me. I know it's nature, but this is my top 5. Liz, yours, you can name what you want on yours. You cannot give me any snails, and when I see them, I take them out and give them to someone, do whatever they do with them, feed them. Some people raise them, but I do not like snails in my aquarium at all. So those are my top 5 plus 1 fish. I know they're all not fish, but I'm calling them fish for the sake of the video. Those are my top 5 water creatures that I do not care to keep in my aquarium. I'd like to hear what you guys have to think. I'd like to hear what you guys don't really care to keep in your aquarium. Put it down in the comments below. Let me know what kind of creatures, fish, or whatever you want to call them, that you do not care to keep in your personal aquarium. And before I get out of here, I'd like to mention a couple of channels that you guys should check out. The first one is Joseph's Tropical Fish. He has a great channel over there. He always mentions other YouTubers or smaller guys that are trying to, move on up the ladder in the YouTube business, so to speak. He always gives shout outs. He's a good guy. He has excellent videos. You should check him out. And the second one is Joe's Tips and Tricks. He does aquariums and shows you a lot of other things that you might really need to know. Things to do around your house, your car, and things like that. Things you may think you cannot tackle. Check out Joe's Tips and Tricks. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. I hope you enjoyed my list, whether you liked it or didn't like it. Like I said, let me know what fish or creatures that you don't care to keep in your aquarium. Then put it in the comment section. So with that being said, as always, God is love, and be blessed, everyone. See you on the next video.